there's a new type of cyber hack which may create some confusion about where and when to file a claim for your cyber insurance loss. What's happening is some cyber hackers or ransomware fraudsters are actually intruding into a network at one point, but then not taking any action for weeks, months, sometimes even years. So what this creates is a problem where your policy may be different from one time to another, and this can affect whether or not you have a claims made policy or an occurrence made policy. So if you have a damage or a loss to your business, you have to file the claim for when that policy covered the loss. If you have a claims made, if you file a claim today, it covers what policy is in place as of today. If you have an occurrence made or an occurrence policy, you file the claim for what policy was in place when the occurrence happened. Maybe the occurrence happened 2 years ago. You have to file it on the policy that was in effect at that point. The reason this is important is because if a hacker breaks into your system and hacks into your network or your computers or your devices and then lays dormant for a few months or a year and then executes the event that creates the loss, you have to determine which policy is going to cover it, the one that was in effect back then, the one that was in effect now, and also sometimes it's determined by currency of reporting. You may be required to report a loss within a certain period of time. So this new type of hack where they don't take action right away, they get into your network, they snoop around, they gather passwords, they gather activity, sometimes they even create new email addresses for your company and then use those to contact vendors, clients, banks to divert money, to seize funds, maybe to create a ghost vendor. And this type of activity creates some confusion where one insurance policy might say, no, this is covered by something else, and the other policy might say, no, we don't cover it at all. So be aware that this new type of hacking that's occurring might create a requirement to have it specifically addressed in your policy documents, and to make sure that when you're filing a claim, you do it based on the appropriate coverage period and not necessarily when the loss is discovered.